Hey party people, this is Zach from visionswell.com, products and principles for a simple, serene life. Today, I wanted to go over some updates to my EDC loadout for April 2025. As you can see, this is my Maxpedition mini pocket organizer in the khaki color, and this is a great little EDC pouch. It has a mesh pocket on the front with Velcro if you wanted to put some stuff inside here. Obviously, when it's fully loaded out, there's not a lot of room, so I don't usually use it when it's fully loaded out, but it's there just in case you had some flat documentation or something you needed to put in here. You can see this nice little Maxpedition logo. You have two YKK zippers with paracord zipper pulls, allowing you to open it from both sides of the bag, and that's really nice to see. The back of the pouch has some MOLLE webbing so that you could attach things externally to this pouch, or you could also attach this pouch itself to the MOLLE webbing on a backpack or another bag that had MOLLE webbing attachment points. You also have this nice cross-stitched grab handle so that you can pull it in and out of bags with ease. This size bag is great for something like putting in a car, putting in your junk drawer, or bringing with you in a sling bag or a backpack. So I like to have a small set of get out of a jam essentials for when I'm going out for the day, in case I need tools, in case I need fire starting, anything like that that you may need to get you out of a jam can fit in one of these little pouches. So I highly suggest you create ones that fit your life, and I'll go over what's inside of mine. On the outside of the Maxpedition pouch, you can also see there's this little hook and loop section where you can attach things like a morale patch or any other Velcro type gear. The two things I have attached here are the CountyCom Glow Tag patch. This is a little Velcro patch that glows in the dark. So when it's exposed to UV lighting, it'll glow just like, any kind of glow in the dark item. And this allows me to find this bag in the dark in my car or in the inside of a deep, large bag. I could easily find things because I have this little glow tag here. I think it's a little great item to add to the outside of an EDC pouch or something like a first aid kit that you need to find in the dark. So I highly suggest picking one of these up. And then I have a little Velcro gear tie that I just Velcro to the outside of the bag. If I needed to cinch back some wires, if I needed to attach something temporarily, I have a little gear tie here to use for that purpose. Now let's check out what I have this loaded out with. As you can see, it's pretty beefy. It could barely close, so I've really tried to maximize what I could fit in here, but it's still a pretty small square package that you could throw in a backpack or a sling bag, in your glove box, or in a junk drawer. So if I unzip, you can see everything that's inside, and we can go over each thing individually. First up, I have this CountyCom pop-out pen. This is a really great little EDC pen. You could put it on a keychain, you could put it in an EDC pouch. It fits basically anywhere. It has a nice little paracord pull, or you could attach it to a keychain in this little hole if you'd prefer that to the paracord. It's a bright orange color, so it's easily visible no matter where you put it. And then you see it has this little nub here, and if you pull it out, you have a little tiny pen that you could use tiny if you have small hands or you don't mind it being little. Or you can put this little nub into the other tube piece, and then you have a full-size pen for writing if you have to leave an emergency note, write down emergency contacts, write notes to yourself. You have a nice little writing implement that you can bring with you anywhere or keep on a keychain, keep in any kind of bag. And when it's in its micro format, it can fit basically anywhere. So I absolutely love this pen, and I highly suggest you pick one up. Then I just have a cheap little AAA flashlight. It has a telescoping beam. It has a nice little clip on it, and it has a rear button to turn on and off the light with. So you can see it's telescoping here. Make the beam big or small depending on what you need it for. And it just turns on and off. AAA batteries you can get basically anywhere. This is just a super cheap flashlight that I bought off of AliExpress. And I highly suggest you keep some kind of light source with you at all times, just in case you drop something or you need to see in the dark. You have this on hand. Next up, I just have an assortment of brightly colored zip ties tied with a rubber band. You never know when you're going to need to attach something, make a makeshift keychain, use any kind of things that you would need to attach two things together, or make a little loop to hang something from your belt. You have zip ties. They take up barely any space, and they're extremely lightweight and easy to use in a lot of different useful ways. As to my first blade in this kit, I have the Funbro EDC pocket knife. I like that this company is called Funbro. It's pretty hilarious. This is just an extremely cheap $10 folding assisted knife that you can use for opening packages, cutting cordage, or anything that you'd need a cheap knife for. There are some great knife brands out there that make $100, $200, $300 and up knives, and I love those knife companies too. But I also have a ton of super cheap $20 or less knives in my house in case I need to cut boxes, cut cords, use it for minor tasks where I don't care if the blade gets messed up because it's a super cheap knife. So if you open this up, it has a really smooth action for a $10 knife, and it has a nice little liner lock here so you can close it up, and you just hit this little nub here for the assisted open. It's got a nice black Tanto blade. It has a Tanto tip on it, and it's black coated. It has actually metal scales on it, so it actually feels pretty premium for something that only costs $10. Obviously, it's not the highest quality steel or knife, but the fact that it's made from metal materials, it feels pretty durable. It's thin, it's lightweight. It would be great for opening boxes or minor cheap knife tasks. And then it also has a little window breaker on the end. I don't think it's carbide, I think it's just like a little metal tip here, but that could help if you were trapped in a car or something like that. And it also has a little lanyard hole if you wanted to put this on a keychain or put a piece of paracord through here. You have that option. Like I said, it's got the metal scales on it. It's got a nice length pocket clip. I mean, it could be a little bit longer because this will still kind of stick up out of your pocket a little, but for $10, you can't really complain too much. Again, this is a great little blade for $10, so check it out if you want just a cheap knife to throw in a drawer and to bring with you for the day and kind of forget about and not worry if you mess it up. Next up, I have this Ultem precision screwdriver from County Comms, and this is a great little precision screwdriver. I mentioned Ultem in my previous video, but it's a type of plastic that's extremely high strength and can withstand extreme temperatures, either low or high. And it's oftentimes used in aircrafts, and it's a really, really good kind of miracle material that's recently become popular. And it's great that they made a little precision screwdriver out of this material. It has a little ball at the end so that you can actually spin it while it's still in your hand without having to fully spin it. It has a little magnetic tip here that allows you to fit bit drivers in there. And as you can see in this kit, I have some different bit drivers for it. So I have all the different Phillips head, flathead, a couple Torx bits, and also this adapter so that I can also use it for these small ratchets here. So it's really good to have this little assortment of bits and a driver so that you can tighten screws, loosen screws, or bolts. And obviously it's just a small arrangement of sizes of bits and ratchets and things, but it allows you a lot of flexibility if you just need to fix something real quick. So it takes up not that much space, and everything's kind of a nice, neat little package. And I love this little precision screwdriver here. Next up, I have some number 36 bank line tied with some rubber bands. Number 36 bank line is very high strength. It's coated with kind of a tar material, and it's a really strong, really lightweight cordage, and you always need to have cordage in an EDC kit if you needed to tie up a quick tarp for shelter, if you needed to replace your shoelaces or tie something closed, or just tie something to the outside of your car, bike, or something. It's always important to have cordage. I have about 20 feet here, so I suggest always having some type of cordage with you. Then, as mentioned in my last video, I also have these little foldable travel scissors. They're TSA approved because of their blade length. They fit into a very neat small package, and all you do is you pull them apart, and then you can make the blades come out, and you can see they're kind of rounded at the tip, and they're also the right length to be TSA approved, and they cut through things very well. They're fully metal, they're very high quality scissors, and then when you're done with them, you just open it up fully so that the blades go in the handle, and then you push it back together, and it's back to its little tiny size. So it fits in a lot of different bags. You could bring it on an aircraft. I mean, your mileage may vary. They may still take it away if you get a TSA agent that's feeling a little frisky, but I've never had issue with them, and they're great little travel scissors if you need something just to cut cordage. Next up, attached to the little key leash that's inside here, I have a Gerber shard as well as this little titanium pry tool. Both of them are just mini pry tools and multi-tools that you can bring with you, and they're super small. On the little pry tool, you've just got a bottle opener, a scraper, and a nail popper at the end here. You could also potentially use this as like a flathead screwdriver, but I've never really done that. It's just a nice little scraper tool that you could throw in a keychain or throw in any kind of bag because it's so small. And then the Gerber Shard is similar. It's got a scraper tool, it's got a nail popper, it has a bottle opener. It's also got a little Phillips head screwdriver on this end. And you could potentially use this end as a flathead screwdriver in 2 different sizes. So these are just useful little scraper tools, little tiny multi-tools that you can throw in any bag. And they're actually both TSA approved too. I don't know if they would see the Gerber Shard and take it from you if you went through TSA. I've never tried, but it's possible. Technically they're TSA approved, but your mileage may vary. And it's important to have little scraper tools with you or little multi-tools because you could just throw them in your pocket and you're good to go in a lot of small tasks. Then I just have a Write in the Rain notebook. As I've mentioned many times before, Write in the Rain is a waterproof notebook. I always need a notebook to take notes on things when I'm on the road. It has a grid pattern. And like I said, the pages are waterproof, so if they get wet, you wouldn't necessarily lose what you've written down on them. They're great little notebooks. They're cheap. I buy them in huge packs and I just put them in every single bag. So highly suggest one of these Write in the Rain notebooks. Then the last thing on this side of the bag is just a little coated clothespin, which makes it waterproof so it won't get rusty. But it's just a little metal clothespin on a spring. And you could use this as a card holder, a little money clip if you needed to clip some pages together in your notebook, or anything you needed a little clip for. It's always important to have one of these. They have a ton of different uses, and I always try to throw some kind of binder clip or clothespin into every EDC pouch because it's come in handy a lot of times. And as you can see, the Max Position pouch has a lot of different sized elastic loops. So you have these smaller ones here that could be used for like pens, knives, smaller tools, and then you have larger, wider ones behind them. If you had something like a multi-tool or a larger flashlight, you have the space to put it in, as well as this key leash I mentioned. So it's a very high quality pouch. On this side of the pouch, I just have a Bic lighter that's wrapped with duct tape. Bic lighters are really easy. They work every time you use them as long as they have fuel. And even if they get wet, you can kind of dry them out and they'll still work. The duct tape is useful because if you needed to repair a rip in a bag or something, or use duct tape for any of its myriad of uses, you have some duct tape on hand. And also in a pinch, it can be shredded up and used as a fire starter or fire extender. So it's important to include with the lighter. If you were in a survival situation, that duct tape may come in handy to start some tinder on fire. So always happy to have a Bic in my bag. Then this is my backup lighter. So what I've got here is the CountyComm Copper XL Peanut Lighter, and it's made from 100% copper. It has a screw top with a little gasket here, and this makes it waterproof. And then you just fill it with lighter fluid, and it has a little wick. And just like an old trench lighter, you just light it up like that, and you have a backup lighter to the Bic over here. As most survivalists will say, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So I always like to have a backup fire source just in case. This is a really high quality one. It's made from pure copper, like I said. So it's a super durable, nice waterproof lighter, and you can kind of throw it in any bag. It's got a keychain loop or something for a paracord, so you can attach it to things or put it on your keychain or belt or something. And it's important to have multiple lighters on you or multiple ways to start fires, just in case you needed to boil water to sanitize it or anything to keep you warm in a survival situation. Then also from CountyComm, I have this titanium utility blade knife. It's very high quality and it's super small, and it is basically the size of a utility blade, and that's what's inside here. So if you undo this little screw here, you can push the knife up, tighten it up to keep it out, and you have a nice little utility blade here. It's super sharp. It's useful if you want to open packages or cut cordage. It's a backup knife. Just similar to the way I talked about the lighters where 2 is 1, 1 is none. I like to have a backup blade just in case. And this one is really high quality. It's titanium, like I said, so it's super lightweight. It's got a little pocket clip, and it's really easy to operate, and it's very safe. So when you unscrew it, you put the blade back down, and then you screw it tight again. and then it won't come out on you, and you just have it locked away in your pocket so that when you need a utility knife, you have it on hand. It's pretty quick to deploy, and it's everything I'd personally want in a utility knife. And on that same page, just in case I needed backup blades, I just have the backup blades that came with the utility knife, and there's a bunch in here. So if you're in a survival situation and you're going through blades really quickly, you have a lot here to swap out for that little utility knife. And then also I have some titanium EDC tweezers in here. They're in a nice little kind of rainbow color blue sort of thing that looks different in different lights. These are just some cheap EDC tweezers. And if you needed to pull out a splinter, if you needed to pick up something that was too small to get with your fingers, or pry something apart that your fingernails couldn't get, you have tweezers here. So tweezers are always important to carry in kits as well. They have both medical and utilitarian uses. So this little EDC tweezers are really great. Then the last thing I have in here are just 2 different sizes of safety pins. So I have some large ones and some medium-sized ones. And these safety pins are really great if you needed to quickly fix a tear in your pants or clothing, if you needed to attach something to the outside of your bag, to your hat, to your shirt, anything where you would need a safety pin, or if you just needed something small to, scrape at and you needed to fit inside of a small hole, you may use the tip of a safety pin. They come in handy in a lot of different ways, the same way that like a paper clip or something would. So I think it's always important to throw a couple of these in a bag, and then you have some options as far as like attaching things back together or clipping things to the outside of clothing. You got the safety pins on hand. And I know it's pretty simple, but that's all I have as far as EDC pack updates for April 2025 and some new gear that I've picked up. And if you like my EDC loadout or you have any suggestions for things I should add or things I should take away, please leave a comment below. I'm always looking for new EDC gear to test as well as pouches to test. So if you have any suggestions there, please leave them as well. Thank you as always for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like videos like these, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.